WrestleMania is one global event that has gone on to complete week-long appearances on national and international television. As such, it is home to many remarkable moments each year, some of which are remembered in history as the greatest moments on television. With all the fan frenzy and hype surrounding the event, it is only natural to have a collection of all the fan favorites from an event like WrestleMania. Moreover, the entire event is built around the premise of drama, unlike the other sporting events. Without further ado, here are the top 10 most shocking moments in WrestleMania history. Number 10. Upset victory. Brock Lesnar takes down The Undertaker. The Undertaker is one of the oldest and best known characters in the wrestling industry. His record is excellent as well, and this extends to WrestleMania too. In fact, The Undertaker is considered one of the most successful wrestlers in WrestleMania, with 21 consecutive victories. No one was prepared for what happened next. The Undertaker went up against Brock Lesnar. In a surprising turn of events, Lesnar managed to finish off his signature move on The Undertaker and grab a win. The crowd went eerily quiet in what will always be remembered as an unbelievable victory. Number 9. Andre the Giant isn't so big after all. The Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, Hulkmania, we all know this wrestling celebrity who has been making headlines for decades now. Hulk Hogan went against Andre the Giant in a match that was considered to be the biggest event in wrestling history. Once best friends, the two went against each other in the main event for WrestleMania 3. Andre the Giant, who had probably never been seen or even imagined being body slammed before, was in for a surprise that day. Hulk Hogan effortlessly picked up the Giant and body slammed him, immediately following with a 3-count victory. This further propelled Hogan to the heights of stardom and enforced his legend-like status in the world of wrestling. Number 8. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Two of the biggest names in wrestling, who have both gone on to pursue careers in Hollywood, met in the ring for the main event of WrestleMania 17. Perhaps one of the biggest matches of all time, the WrestleMania special saw two of the top wrestlers going against each other. In a surprising turn of events, Vince McMahon, longtime protagonist of the circles of wrestling, made his way onto the ring and helped Stone Cold Steve Austin seal this match. Number 7. Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. From the days of WrestleMania 13, nearly 20 years ago, the top two wrestlers were lined up against in a highly anticipated match. Both up and coming at the time, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart were considered equally able, which made the match even more special. The submission-style match concluded with Hart clinching the victory, but the profusely bleeding Steve Austin managed to win over the hearts of the audience. Number 6. The 22nd Match. Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. Now normally you would expect a heavyweight match to go on for longer, but fans were astonished to see this display of outstanding wrestling. The WrestleMania Heavyweight Championship was on the line when Daniel Bryan going against Sheamus for the most coveted position in the world of wrestling. A mere 20 seconds after the bell, Sheamus had flat out laid Daniel Bryan in what was probably the shortest heavyweight championship wrestling match in WrestleMania history. Number 5. Hanging Big Boss Man. The Undertaker lives up to his name. Now, one character that you may recall from WrestleMania is Big Boss Man. In this Hell in a Cell match lineup, The Undertaker was battling Big Boss Man for supremacy. Surprisingly, the match turned from dramatic to horrifying as the Brood invaded the cage and helped The Undertaker in victory. The two men then hung the Big Boss Man in front of a horrified audience while Paul Bearer arrived in true fashion to mock the losing participant. Number 4. Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna. WrestleMania is known for having a few mismatches where opponents with size, skill, or ability are at the opposite side of the spectrum. Surprisingly, this combination is one of the most delightful and exciting for fans who secretly support the underdog. Coming back to our shocking moment, we will step back in history to WrestleMania 9. The finale of the event put Hulk Hogan against Yokozuna, one that is also in the record books for the shortest championship victory. This match ended a mere 22 seconds later with the Hulkster sealing the victory. Number 3. Roddy Piper's blackface. Now, whenever you set out to dress yourself or your family members for Halloween, we are sure there are a few select costumes or themes you are sure to steer clear of. Apparently, Roddy Piper didn't get the memo, for he showed up in WrestleMania 6 with half of his body painted black. Number 2. Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle. A new world MMA star meeting the legend in the ring. This match in WrestleMania 19 saw two top wrestlers going against each other. The match was exciting to say the least, but the shocking moment was Lesnar's miscalculated move that landed him square on his neck, to the horror and to the shock of the audience members. And finally, number 1, WrestleMania 30, the best of the best. WrestleMania 30 was called the best in history when it put together the three top wrestlers in the same ring. Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, and The Rock all climbed into one ring in what will be remembered as one of the biggest moments in wrestling history. And that's been it for the top 10 WrestleMania shocking moments. My name has been Games Done Right, and if you've liked this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and have yourselves a great day.